My name is Andrea Leonard. I'm the president and founder of the Cancer Exercise Training Institute. I want to spend some time talking to you today about building your referral network and the initial assessment and meeting with your new client. So to start off with, it's so important that we create a relationship with practitioners, physical therapists, occupational therapists, doctors, naturopathic doctors, you name it, anybody in the medical field, that we can have this referral network, both us to them and them to us. But you have to know, like, and trust them, and they need to know, like, and trust you. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's so true. If somebody doesn't know that you are good at what you do, that their patients are going to be safe with you, and that it's ultimately going to be effective, they're not going to refer them to you. So you have to create the relationship and instill confidence in the person who you're asking for referrals. And a couple different ways you can do this. Setting up lunch and learns. Offer to come in to the office during lunch and educate their staff, maybe invite their patients to be there and, provide some light lunch for them while you can give them a lecture on something that pertains to that particular client base. So maybe it's breast cancer, maybe it's prostate cancer, leukemia, whatever the clientele or patient base is. Also to offer to speak to support groups and maybe give a talk about preventing upper extremity or lower extremity lymphedema. Whatever you can do, get on stage, lecture, talk about what it is that you do, why you're passionate about it, and how you're going to help people during and after cancer treatment. And this is going to take some time. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm still learning new things, and people are learning about me, and you can never quit. And the good news is, compared to 25 years ago, now you have social media at your fingertips, and getting out there on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, and put out content that is not just interesting but informative. People love to see pictures and videos more than they want to just read. But if you can do a weekly or a bi-weekly video on something pertaining to a certain population or a certain type of cancer, a certain age group, whatever, people will start to follow you, and that's how you're gonna get a name for yourself. Also but letting local news stations know about you, and maybe prepping for Breast Cancer Awareness Month or Prostate Cancer Awareness Month or World Cancer Day, and offer to go on and do a 5-minute show about something that pertains to that specific audience. And they are chomping at the bit looking for stories. And it kind of depends on what time of year it is and if there's something, more impactful or interesting going on, but don't stop trying. Okay, so fast forward. I just got a new client referral from somebody on LinkedIn, and they referred a patient who is a stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient. He's in his mid-70s, and he came to me very frail, and this is very recent. Difficulty walking, has to use walking sticks, cannot really get up and down. He has a hip replacement on his right hip and needs one on his left hip, but is not a candidate for one right now. He has terrible arthritis to the point where you can hear the movement in his joints when he moves his arms. And I had to ask myself, when I was doing the initial evaluation and assessment, what was worth doing and what was going to put him in harm's way. And so I was very limited to what I could actually do. And my focus was on the postural assessment and shoulder range of motion, because all of the other squat tests and push-up tests and pull tests and gait tests, those were all too risky for him. He has neuropathy in his hands and feet, very difficult time with balance. So for me, we're really looking at fundamentals and quality of life, activities of daily living. And that is what my exercise protocol is with him right now. We're really focusing on assisted stretching and on a lot of isometric exercises. Range of motion, of course, is part of the stretching. And then I have him doing core work, but in a very safe, non-threatening environment where there's no risk of him falling either off of something or just losing balance on the floor. And so my goal between now and when he goes back to Dana-Farber is that he can get up and down relatively easily, in a confident way, because his fear is really what's crippling him more than his lack of strength. And so I have to overcome not only the physiological ailments but the psychological one, and I have to build a relationship of trust with him as well, because just because somebody is referred to you by their doctor, although that's a good feather in your hat, they still need to learn to trust you on their own. And so as we build this relationship, and he and I can talk more openly, I kind of learn his fears and his apprehensions, but I also see that he's so eager to feel better, and for however long he's here, to have a good quality of life and be able to do the things he loves to do. And then ultimately our goal is for him to go kiteboarding, so we both kind of chuckle about that, but I hope that that happens. And so today I wrote to the person who referred him from Dana-Farber, and there are a couple things that, even with my expertise, I'd like to speak to them about and make sure that I am moving forward in the safest way possible. And there is no harm in that at all. You're not lowering yourself or suggesting that you don't know what you should. I think it's always important that we engage those medical professionals that referred their patient to us, to maintain open lines of communication and learn from them. And maybe they can learn from you as well. So by having this ongoing relationship, maybe every 8 weeks, I write to them and let them know of his progress. They learn more about me and hopefully really begin to know, like, and trust me more than before, because they see the results and they also see how thorough I am. The Cancer Exercise Training Institute wants to do more than just train you. It goes well beyond giving you that initial piece of paper and education. We want to continue to update you on an ongoing basis, and we'll do so through social media and free webinars every month, from everything on the latest surgeries and treatments down to ways that you can market your business. You will also get listed on our Cancer Exercise Specialist directory for patients looking for somebody in their local area. And you'll be listed on the MedFit Network directory, which is fantastic because they have a number of different cancer organizations that they're working with who are referring their member base to our cancer exercise specialists. And they even do features weekly and monthly on the Cancer Exercise Specialist or Trainer of the Month. So we are looking to help you get exposure and grow your business, and help you to become the best fitness professional and cancer exercise specialist that you can be.